is 𝗤𝗂𝗪 and I am a Principal Structural Engineer here at 𝗏𝗏𝗵𝗿 Group, and I'm the Project Manager of Queen's Wharf Integrated Resort Development.
My name's Nick Doyle. I'm an Associate Structural Engineer for 𝗏𝗏𝗵𝗿 Group, and my role on Queen's Wharf was primarily in the delivery as a structural engineer.
Queen's Wharf Integrated Resort Development is a project consisting of 4 towers ranging from 24 to 65 stories in height, located in the Brisbane CBD. The towers are positioned over a mixed-use podium and a 5-storey basement. The project is very unique given its sheer size, but what makes it particularly special are the sky decks that link the towers together, which provide a public platform for viewing and observations.
From a local perspective, Queen's Wharf is very much a landmark project for our city. If you think about Sydney, what immediately comes to mind is the Opera House and the Sydney Harbour Bridge, and there's other cities around the world which have the same features. Brisbane has a reasonably large-scale skyline in the context of Australia, but it doesn't exactly have one single item, perhaps the Story Bridge, but one single feature of our city which stands out. But Queen's Wharf really creates that vision, particularly looking from South Bank, getting the 𝗏𝗏𝗵𝗿𝗁 Bridge, leaning across and connecting to the site, and the vision of the sky decks at the top. It's very much a world-class development for our city.
𝗏𝗏𝗵𝗿 originally provided tender assistance to Multiplex, who was bidding on the project, and subsequently when Multiplex won the tender, we were engaged to deliver the project in full. There was a challenging phase, particularly at the start, when Multiplex took ownership of the site, which was an excavated basement, where we had to really expedite the final design of the foundations to ensure that Multiplex could start building in a smooth manner.
There are a number of features which stick out straight away, just when looking at Queen's Wharf, that we're particularly proud of here at 𝗏𝗏𝗵𝗿 Group. We discovered a lot along the way about how the buildings would behave relative to each other, how we could efficiently construct and detail the different towers to deal with that type of structure, linking 4 different towers at different levels on each of the towers.
We had to collaborate with all the individual parties involved, but particularly with 𝗿𝗏𝗵𝗿𝗁, who are our fellow structural consultants, which we shared the scope and the delivery of the project with. 𝗿𝗏𝗵𝗿𝗁 delivered the podiums and basements, and at all the key interfaces between our scope, which was the tower structure and sky decks, we had to work closely with them. The major milestones for the project, there were many, but for me personally and from a structural sense, were the sky decks that were strand jacked into place. For me, having each of those go smoothly and working with 𝗵𝘊, the strand jacking contractor, were particularly satisfying.
So from the overall project team perspective of the builder being Multiplex, the architect 𝗁𝗏𝗏, ourselves as one of the structural engineers, and the variety of other structural engineering services consultants on the project, definitely the biggest milestone is just delivering such a massive project. From a 𝗏𝗏𝗵𝗿 Group perspective, I think the project itself is a huge milestone in that we were able to be a large part and play a significant role in delivering such an important project for our local region. I'm incredibly proud and I feel privileged to have worked on such an amazing project, both for 𝗏𝗏𝗵𝗿 Group but just for my city as well. It's something that I can point out and explain to my family and friends of something that I did as part of my job that I'll take into the future. I'll be forever telling my kids when we drive past on the Riverside Expressway that was a project that Dad worked on.